All right, it is a great day in South Florida. It is January something, and it is gorgeous out. This is my backyard, but it is an incredibly beautiful day. It's very sunny. There's not a cloud in the sky. Whoa! It's all fun and games till I blow out a knee. Some sort of divot that my dog dug. This video is going to be all about what's going on in the market right now, and the stock market right now is getting whacked all over the place, and there's a lot of people out there that have tremendous fear and uncertainty around that, and so that's what this video is going to be all about. Now, for those of you new to the channel, welcome. My name is Chris Igoe. I'm a full-time full-service realtor with an all-star team that services all of South Florida. And in my previous life, I was a stockbroker. So for 18 years, that's what I did. I bought and sold stocks for clients, built positions in equities, and traded around them, right? And so when I look at the market today, I relate to the fear, the uncertainty, the panic that people may feel, that are exposed to and in the market. And all of that is very real. I'm also thankful that I'm no longer in that industry. But all that being said, I relate to it. And so there's a lot of people who have reached out today that are looking for stability and more certainty that exists for their assets. And many of them want to park some of that money in real estate. And you may ask yourself, well, why would they do that? Isn't the real estate market a bubble? Aren't we looking at, isn't it certain that we're going to see that same type of volatility in the real estate market here in South Florida? Now, I am not an economist. I am not an analyst. I am no longer, this is not investment advice by any stretch of the imagination. However, the reason for the redistribution of those assets or those funds into real estate, in my opinion, is pretty simple. And I've talked a lot in here on this channel about inflation, about interest rates rising, and the impact that I suspect that will have on the real estate market. But I do want to be very clear that a market is a market is a market. And whether that's a stock market, a real estate market, a crypto market, NFT market, every market will be governed by supply and demand. And whatever you're selling is only going to be worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. So that being said, where can you seek the highest return on your money? And again, if I'm talking to a family that's looking to escape the restrictions that exist in other places, let's check this out. I'm gonna cross the street here so you can see that water fountain. See if I can zoom in. Look how pretty that is. This is a gorgeous place to live. I think I lost my train of thought here. But people are looking for the safest place to put their money. They're looking for an asset, a return on their money that will appreciate over time and gives them the best competitive return in a market where there is certainly going to be volatility. So a lot of this money, I mean, if you look at some of the buyers that exist out there, especially, and right now I'm only talking about South Florida specifically, there is tremendous amount of institutional money that is coming into the market and buying up everything that they possibly can and becoming landlords and seeking to capitalize on the inflationary environment that we're in and the rents that will exist and continue to appreciate over time. So that's smart money, is going into real estate. Well, the local market here in South Florida, and I'm specifically referencing Southeast Palm Beach County, as well as Broward County. The truth is, and I've talked about this in many different videos, and you can check out the playlists. I've got tons of content that exists about what it's like to live in all of these different cities and subdivisions. And if there's a subdivision or city that you'd like me to cover, then please leave it down in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to cover that in the near future. But because of the conditions that exist right now, and they are unique. I mean, this is not the same market that it was in the past. It's not driven by the same factors. But what we do have is tremendous freedom that exists in Florida, and all the other benefits that come with living in the state, like no state income tax, asset protection, and on and on and on. And you can check out all those kind of videos that I've done in the past. That's not the purpose of this. But the truth is, homeowners have equity in their homes. And many of them, well, I'll put that to the side for a second. Certainly at some point here in the near future, I do suspect that some people are going to get in trouble financially, and some people are going to have to sell their homes, and that will unlock a little bit more inventory. Hopefully a lot more inventory. But the truth of our market as it is today, in spite of anything that's happening in other markets, like the stock market, is there's no inventory. And that can vary by region. It can become far more competitive in different subdivisions, and depending on how hyper local you get, the heat of that market varies. But in communities like the one I'm walking in right now where I live, and that sun is no good. I'm going to change my angle here if I don't get hit by a car. But if I do get hit by a car, that would be an amazing video, as long as I survive. But I made it across the street. So can I walk? So can I walk and talk chew gum across the street and film myself at the same time? If you were wondering that, the answer is yes. So where was I going with this? But yeah, the truth is, there's tremendous demand for inventory that doesn't really exist. So with that imbalance, we have tremendous appreciation. And that's the dynamics that are in play right now. And will that change in the future? Probably at some point. But I speak to so many people in California, in New York, in New Jersey, in the Pacific Northwest, in Chicago, and the people that I speak to that reach out to me are so tired, they are so fatigued, they are so mentally drained by all the restrictions and fear that they're living through, that they don't care about anything other than getting out of that scenario and living their best life. And South Florida checks all the boxes. I'm walking around the community. This is the walking trail that exists in Canyon Trails. That's the pool. I don't know how well you can see it. I'll try to get that. But where are you going to find the country club lifestyle and all the freedom that exists in communities like this in other places in the country? Look at this bird. Hey bird, we got a snowbird. Here we go. You a snowbird, partner? Come on, there he is. All right. We love you too, pal. So I'm just putting that out there because I've received so many calls today. People terrified about the stock market. People afraid of the unknown. And I get it. Nobody likes a market correction. And at some point, the real estate market will correct, just like every market corrects. But the dynamics that are in play, that exist, is that there is no more land in South Florida to develop. There's very little land. It is a scarce resource. And while there are some new communities that are up and coming and will be built here soon, and I'm going to highlight them in future videos. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to showcase the new GL community that will be about 500. I think there's about 580 homes that they will build out in West Boca. They haven't opened that up yet, but it's one of the few new developments that are out there that exist in Southeast Palm Beach County. Parkland, same thing. There's no more land for them to develop. So while there are some communities that are being built out right now, the last time they did I'll use Lotus as the example. When GL opened up Lotus, the line to register to be part of the lottery to buy a home, it was like being at a freaking rock concert. I mean, it was enormous. And so the demand is absolutely there. And these communities are going to sell out very fast. They are luxury communities. I think the starting price in there is going to be about 1.3. So this is an affluent area, incredible homes. I'll put out tons of content so you can see what it's like to live there. I've done that already, and I'll link the videos up here. But know that the sky is not falling. And yes, economic conditions are going to change. Yeah, the only consistent thing I can guarantee is that change is happening and will always continue to happen. But the best advice I can give anyone is to think deeply about what it is that you want, and don't be paralyzed by fear, because there's no upside in that. The homes, the lifestyle that you want exists, but the truth is the demand outweighs the supply, and with that, the market in South Florida, not that it's immune to change, nothing's immune to change. Of course there'll be a correction, and when I say correction, I don't know what that looks like. Do I think it's going to be, look at these tennis courts. I mean, this is an incredible community. But what goes up must come down, right? It would be ludicrous to think that the amount of money printed, the money supply, which has gone through the roof over the last few years, and the stimulus that exists, that's been in place for years, it is ridiculous to think that there's not going to be a direct negative impact to that over time. And I've had people reach out and ask, what did I think was going on when the market crashed last time? Well, I wasn't in real estate, but I was in the stock market, and I've been through every correction that you could possibly want to endure. When the market was going to hell in a handbasket for real last time, and who's to say that won't happen again? I don't know. But when I could buy Ford at $1 or $2, whatever it was, same thing with Bank of America. Hello, how's it going? Good. When I saw that it was a fire sale on American companies that we would never see again in life, I knew that I had to take advantage of that weakness in the market. And it's like Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. And he lived by that advice. I mean, look at the positions that he took in Bank of America and a host of others, right? There's a reason for that. Same dynamics are true today. So this video, again, very spur of the moment, just a walk through my neighborhood. But yes, the market is going to correct. The market may in fact crash. And the question I would always ask myself when I was in the stock market, when I was a stockbroker, is I'd analyze the position by asking myself, knowing everything that I know about this company today, would I buy it today? And if the answer is yes, then I would buy more. And if the answer was no, I would sell it, cut the pinky to save the arm, and move into cash, which is not a good idea in my opinion, from an investment standpoint, Although there is a time where it's prudent to be on the sidelines, right? But you don't want your money ever not earning interest, right? Or appreciating. But the number one rule of investing, of course, don't lose money. So where can I possibly hedge myself the most prudently, knowing everything that I know about the market right now? And for me, that answer is real estate. Again, it's a different conversation depending on what your objective is, right? If you're looking to escape and be out, now this is I just did a full loop of the community. Well, actually not the whole community. I just walked around the clubhouse and I'm walking back to my house. But where was I going? Yeah, if you're looking to escape wherever you're at, the restrictions, the fear, the paralysis, the whatever, the forced vaccinations, the vaccination cards, the this, that, and the other thing. If you're looking to escape that and you're looking to max out South Florida living, that's one conversation. And we're very good at helping in that situation. But if you're an investor out there and you're looking to build a portfolio of rental properties or whatever that might be, now's the time. And know it's going to be a crowded space because you've got real money, big money, institutional money, foreign money. Cash seeks its highest value. They're in the market too. And the worse the stock market does, or any other market does, the more people are going to hedge themselves against inflation, against rising interest rates, and they're going to collect appreciating assets like rental properties here in South Florida. So that's the truth is there's nothing to be afraid of. The sky is not falling. Stocks go up, stocks go down, markets go up, markets go down, countries go up, countries go down. But at the end of the day, if you're prudent, you're responsible, you're informed, and you're doing all those things and you're maxing out your life, well, you know what? You can't go wrong. So all that being said, it's a great day in South Florida. If there's ever anything I can do to help serve or support you, your family, your business, or anyone, then please reach out. Call, text, DM, send a carrier pigeon, a smoke signal, by any means necessary, because we've got your back when it comes to moving to or living in South Florida. And until next time, peace!